The logistics growth model at the right describes the number of people who have become ill weeks after an initial outbreak. How many people became ill with the flu when the epidemic began? To do that, we'll figure out what f of 0 is. So we'll plug in a 0 for the t. Now I know there's an e here, but we're getting ready to take e and raise it to the negative 0, which is the same thing as e to the 0, and anything to the 0 just becomes a 1, so that's not important to the problem anymore. So we will take 104,000 and divide it by 5,201. And we could do that with our super fancy calculator. And we get 19 point to the nearest number of people, 20. The number infected after 4 weeks. Here we're going to have some problems because of our super fancy calculator. 1 plus, or 10400 over 1 plus 52 e to the negative 4. All right, here is the best that I can do. I know that pi is 3.14. I know that e is roughly 2.718. You guys are going to need to memorize that. Okay, so with my little super simple basic calculator, let's see, e is 2.718. Now how am I going to raise that to the 4th power? Well, what I'll have to do is just continually to multiply, and the negative power means it's going to be a fraction. So times 2.718 times 2.718 times 2.718. That is e to the 4th power. And that is 545755. 545755. Back to my super basic calculator. So I need to make that into a fraction. So I'm going to do 1 divided by 54.5755. That gives me the fraction. I'm going to multiply that with 5200 times 5200, and then I'm going to add that to 1, and that is the bottom of my fraction. 962808. 962808. Back to this. So I'm going to take the top of my fraction, 104,000, divided by 96.2808. 1080. The limiting size of the population is and letter C, the limiting size. Okay, I've never heard it called the limiting size before. I've always heard it called the carrying capacity. Regardless of the name, the number up on top of this logistics model, the 104,000, is your carrying capacity. And what that means is, as time goes on and on and on, that is the most, in this problem, that will become infected with influenza.